Hi, welcome to 3D Leisure at Home with me, Gail Harkness today. Hopefully you are well and you're going to join me today for this class. If you're doing on catch up, that's fine, but just if you can all work within your means, and if anything feels too difficult, then take a rest or make it a bit easier. And if you want to make it harder, feel free to add bits in, lifting legs higher, and throughout you want to be breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Any comments at the end, guys, I'll get back to you, but if you are joining me, hopefully you just enjoy it, and as I said, I hope you're good today on this lovely Friday. So we're just gonna go into a little standing warm-up, and hopefully you'll just join in throughout and stretch and work our core. So that's the main aim of this class. Feel a little bit looser and better at the end. So we're going to just focus on drawing in the belly button. So draw the tummy back, push your hips forward and allow your hands to just hang loosely at the sides. Take a deep breath in and let's roll the shoulders back on out breath. In breath we lift, out breath push back, and just nice big circles with the squeeze. One more. And then I'm just going to reach out, stretch out, in breath and back on out. In breath and back. And nice big stretch and relax. So we're just going to take it into a little sitting back, pushing back, and just reach up, in breath and out breath back, and reach up on in and back, and again. Really bring the arms up in line with the ears, push that bottom back and up. And then we want to just lift one knee. So we're going to just lift the arms up to the sides, breathing in, holding this knee up. And then we're going to just take the leg back and drop the chest. So we're just going to take it, so you can have the leg as high as you want to go here. Focus looking forward. And then if you want to drop down, you can drop down. The hands can be to the waist if you want, or they can be pushing out to the front. I'm doing my aeroplane arms today. And then nice and slowly bring that leg back. So we're just going to lift on in breath, high knee, belly button drawing in, and then on out breath I'm dropping down. So you can stay just to a lower, you can even stay with the tummy drawing in and the foot on the floor if you prefer. And if you want to go down even lower, then you can stretch right down, tummy up, nice and slowly bring it back. So you're going to do that one more time, only this time I'm going to be reaching forward. So I'm going to take the arms up to the front, so in breath, taking the arms up, and out breath, reaching forward. The hands can come back to the sides if you prefer. You can drop as low as you want to go. Breathe naturally at this point, and then nice and slowly bring it back. The other side. So in breath, we are lifting, tall spine, head up nice and tall, and then out breath, we are dropping down, reaching, and then nice and slowly bringing it back. So we're going to just roll down, give yourself space to walk out into your plank. So take a deep breath in and drop the chin down on your out breath, and reach down, dragging that belly button up all the way down to the floor, just to open up your spine. Have a big breath in through the nose, and out breath, roll it back up. And roll your shoulders, squeeze back 2 times. And again, take a deep breath in, breathe out, reach down to the front, draw the belly button up. Only this time we're going to walk it out into your plank. So we're walking out and your plank of your choice. So this can be knees down, and it can also be toes. So if you're on your toes, make sure you push your heels back, head is forward. And then I'm going to just widen my feet a tiny bit here, so space a little bit wider. And then I'm going to just touch back. So you can either touch back to the floor on out breath, back in, bring that belly button up. And then if you can, you want to touch right back to the foot. So we breathe out, pushing the bottom up to the ceiling on the out breath, and in breath, sinking back to the plank. Out breath and in. So really push. The tummy is squeezing as you push the bottom up. And in breath and out breath. Nice and slow. Push. Push. And hold. Down, downward dog. Bring the feet back in a little bit closer. Push your chest down. Heels can come down or they can stay up. Legs can be bent or straight. Going to walk it out here, so pushing your heel down one by one, either towards the floor or onto the floor. Whatever feels good. And onto the toes, and then slowly push the heels down. Nice long back, and bring it back into your plank and hold that tummy up. And then we're going to bring your knees down, sit back, bottom towards your heels, onto the heels, and hands rested today at the side. You're going to have your hands back at the feet if you prefer. And a couple of breaths here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Allowing your body to get heavy. And then we're going to come back up and into our elbow plank. So if you need extra cushioning underneath your elbows, guys, then just put a cushion or double up your mat. Again, elbows directly underneath your shoulders, and stand one foot back, then the other one, and drag that belly button up. Push your heels back, and again, knees down if it's too difficult, holding. And then we're pushing out to the side on an out breath, push, and back into centre on in breath. Now we did this last week if you were on. Push, guys, on a level kind of line, level plane. So we're pushing out to the side, don't drop the hip down. In breath back, breathe out, push out, in centre, breathe out, push to the side, back in, and breathe out, and back, and sit back. So we're going to add on today, going to do on a little sequence. So from your plank, we're going to do one leg lift each, and from that we're going to then lift one arm each to the front. If it's too difficult, get the knees down onto that floor. Always work to a comfortable range, don't strain. So from your full arm plank to begin with, walk the feet back, one, then the other, draw the tummy up, drop your bottom down. Then on in breath, we lift one leg. So in breath and out breath. In breath and out, then arms. In breath, try not to lift the shoulder, and out. And lift and back to the legs. Lift and lower. Nice tall. And lift and lift. Okay, coming down onto the elbows on in-breath. So come down onto the elbows on in-breath, hold it. Next out-breath, you want to push up. Slowly, hold it. Draw that tummy up, really squeeze. Next in-breath, down onto the elbows, hold it, breathe naturally. Next out-breath, push up, hold. Bring your knees down, sit back, extend the hands in front now, extend the fingers out and lean down. And we're going to come up and we're going to do 4 press-ups. So, hands wide or close, your choice. Knees or toes, also your choice. So we want to be keeping the head in line with the spine, either on your knees with the bottom dropping down and tummy up, or onto toes. And we want to bring it back, tight tummy, and we want to breathe in, down, and breathe out, push up. So in, down, and out, push up. In and out. One more. Breathe in and out. Well done. So we're now going to change that. So we're going to do our sequence. 1 single leg each, 1 arm each. Then we're going to ride across to the side. Then we're going to do elbow and back up. And then we're going to do press up. So, are we ready? So give all your effort to the tight belly button. And we are dragging in the tummy, starting from your plank. Stand back, 1 foot then the other, or on your knees. And we are lifting. So lift 1 leg and back. And lift the other leg and back. And lift 1 arm and back. And the other one. Push to the side, push out and back. And the other side and back, and just have a set back down. Apologise, just to go into your child pose for 1 second. Sorry about that. Somebody hammering the door, and come back up. Okay, repeat. And into your plank. Okay, we are legs, guys. So lift, in breath, and out. Other leg, in breath, and out. Arm, in and out, breath. In and out. Let's push to the side. Breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, and in, and again. Breathe out, and in, to the side. Out, next in breath, down elbows. In breath, next out breath, push up. And again, in breath, down. Out breath, push up. Woo, presses. Here we go for 2. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out. Rest. Yes. Nice rest. Ollie. And if I didn't answer my door there, then Ollie would have kept barking. Okay. So again, 1 more time. Last time. Do your best. Stand back, really tight core, guys. Really squeeze it. Lift up that tummy. Okay, we are lifting leg up and down. And again, the other one. Lift. Don't hold your breath. Try not to lift the shoulder, just the arm. 1 each. Pushing to the side, out breath. Back in center. Out. 1 more time each side. Breathe out and in. Really squeeze. In breath, elbows, and out breath, push up. And again, in breath, elbows, and out breath, push up. Nose coming, presses, in breath down, out breath up, in and out. Well done. Last time, reach forward, child pose, get the heart rate to slow down and breathe. Excellent. That was good. So we're going to come on to our bottom. Sitting, tummy in, and feet not too close. The closer your feet are, the harder it'll be. So feet away, and we want to take a deep breath in and breathe out and sink down. And we're going to do our capital A, so the hands are up as if you're doing a big A. Then on out breath, we drag the belly button down, lift the knee between that imaginary A. So we are breathing out as we squeeze the stomach and pull the knee in. Breathe out and in. Really lengthen, up. Breathe out and reach. Breathe out, start to stretch. Breathe out and in. Keep this going. Really core tight. Really work it. 2 more. And 1 more. Well done. Hands forward. Prayer hands. Sink back to a comfortable position, chin up. And then we're going to sink back on your out breath. So it makes it harder. So we pull the stomach in, we sink back, breathe out, and come back up. Not too high. If you want to make it easier, you don't go as low, and you just come up. And just do small little sink backs. Breathe out, and in. Slow. Breathe out, and in. Really squeeze it. And in, and again, and in. Hold back, hold it, and little pulses. So pulse, pulse, tummy extra tight. Ooh, squeeze, feeling it. Keep the chin up, keep working, squeeze. If you need a rest, come up, have the rest, and get the little stretch on. Pull the head up to the ceiling. Breathe out, sink back. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, sink back. And let's roll down. So hands forward, chin up, and one by one we're going to roll down. So arch the back, roll down slow. Control each vertebrae coming down onto the mat. Extend the arms above your head. Lengthen the legs, toes pointing, and really stretch. So we want to really stretch out. Push the small of the back down into the mat now. And we are going to just work one knee pulling in, but we're going to keep the contraction on this tummy. So the chest is up, the hands are to temples, one leg is out straight, and we want to bring your knee back first, so it's like a crunch with this shortening from the ribs to the hips and back down. And then again, lifting, try and be back really a good lengthening onto the hamstring and back, but you're working the core throughout. So we do one of each. Are we ready? So we squeeze in and back. Squeeze that stomach on each knee and straight leg. I am breathing out as I bring the knee or the leg up. Breathe out and in. It's as hard as you make it on the squeeze of the tummy. So really work it. And change legs, take the other leg out. Get that stomach tight by pushing up the shoulders. I'm keeping my elbows quite wide. So breathe out and in. Really squeeze it. Doing so good. Keep working extra hard. It's Friday. Yay. We can still get sweaty even in this class. As hard as you make it. And rest. Okay, we're going to take both the legs working at the same time. So it's easier if you start with one leg up in the air. So we start with the chest up and one leg up. And as the knee comes in, the leg comes down and touches the floor as the foot comes back. So we want this big long leg. Are we ready, team? So take it, so squeeze and up. Tummy is tightening throughout. Lengthen the toes. Squeeze back, push towards this knee to get the shortening. Oof, feeling it. Oof. So good. So I would say in breath on one way. So maybe out breath and in, out breath and in, out and in, and change legs. So the other leg is coming up, ready, and we'll go out breath as we draw the knee in, and out breath and in. Are you tightening up? Are you feeling it? If you're not, push that chest up higher. Pull the belly button down extra tight. It's nice and slow, but it's difficult. Really fire up these abs and work it. And less stretch. Push out, smaller the back into the mat. And we're going to come up into our tabletop from our elbows. So we're going to come up onto the elbows and then we're just going to bring the feet back and just push up. First of all, we'll just give a little warm up here, just a push up with the tummy down, stretching out the shoulders and down. We're going to come up onto full arm. Bring yourself up, feet are grounded. When you lift the hips, you want to draw down the belly button and allow your shoulders to really stretch, as a sort of chest opener. So we're going to push up. We don't want the knees to ride out. So if you feel you can't push all the way up and you can only come up to so far, then just work within your means. But the aim is you start to tense the glutes, you push up the hips. I'm looking down, looking at my tummy, and I'm really pushing up my hips and drawing the belly button down. Now if you really want to make this harder, you can come up onto the toes and back down. So we push. If you want to rest your head back a tiny bit, if the head is, I'm turning my chin down today and I'm keeping pushing up. My shoulders are getting a lovely stretch here. And I'm keeping this going. You don't have to come onto the toes. You can just stay within your comfortable range on this. Come on, squeeze this belly button down. Tense the glutes. Push. One more. Really push. And slowly bring your bottom down and bring yourself back onto your elbows, and we're going to lengthen the legs and draw that belly button down. So I'm kind of turning my pinky toes slightly out here. So I'm lengthening my toes, keeping the stretch on, tummy down, legs pushing down into the mat. So I'm firing up my quads with this push down on the mat, feet turning slightly out, and from there you're going to reach the arms forward and try not to lose the same position on the shoulders, and we just lift and slide. So we're just pointing, holding, chin up. If it gets too difficult, come down, have a rest, and then come back in and have a rest, and repeat. And if you're still holding and you haven't rested, you're doing awesome. Woo, feel it. Really, really good. Tight abs for a Friday. Stretch. And roll down. And relax. So we're going to bring the legs over the head. We did it the last time. But this time we're going to start, if you didn't do last week's, we're going to start with the toes out. So we want to lift the legs on in-breath up above your hips. And then on next out-breath, we want to either, you can use the hands to push yourself up here, and you just want to bring your feet back to comfortable position, and you can have your toes onto the mat if you can. And we want to rest here, breathe naturally. If the legs are up, then that is fine. If you're holding to support, just draw the belly button in, point the toes. If your toes are on the floor and you want to make it a bigger stretch, you can curl the toes in towards your head. We're breathing, not holding the breath. And then on next out breath, I am going to roll down slow, each vertebrae coming down, keeping the legs as close to the body as you can. So we roll down one vertebrae, one by one, nice and slow, coming down onto the mat. Don't allow that last bit to come down heavy. And taking the legs all the way back down, and give a little stretch above your head. Big stretch. Get the hands back down. Next in breath, lift the legs. And breathe naturally, draw down. Next out breath, lift that bottom off the floor and either use the hands as I did the last time, or just come up and ease down. Toes under if you want to make it harder, and breathe. And next out breath, toes lifting, legs keeping straight, and trying to lower each vertebrae as slow as you can possibly go, team. It's really hard to control it. Slow until you are back with the toes above the hips, tummy down, and lower the legs nice and slow down. Oh, lovely. And stretch. So we're just going to come up into our side plank. We only have a couple of minutes left, so I'm just going to do either a knee plank, feet in front of each other, or feet on top. We are lifting elbow underneath your shoulder and arm is up. I've got my feet stacked on top of one another, and if you can, we're going to reach under and back up. Now you can just hold just in this plank if you don't want to reach, and reaching under and back up, and reaching under and back. And we're going to do one more time this side. So we're going to reach and extend. Well done. And as I said, you can do that with the knee on the floor. Coming round onto the other side. This half hour goes too quick. Are we ready? So either feet in front, stacked on top is harder. Make sure you're directly above with the shoulder and the elbow. Hips above one another. We are going for it. We are coming under. We are reaching up. And tummy in. And left. And again. One more time. And squeeze the abs. Woo, feel that. And bring it down. So we're going to have legs 90-90. So we want to twist round. So when you twist, two hands back to the side or to slightly to the back, lift the chest, lift the head. Get the stretch on first. You'll feel it right down your spine, your waist, out to thigh. And then if you can, come down onto elbows. And if you want to rest your head, rest the head. If you don't feel the stretch, walk the arms back and push down. Allow your body to get heavy. And then we're going to change onto the other side, stretching out that waist that you just worked in that little side plank one there. So legs 90-90, leg can be comfortable. Hands, straight arms, up chest, tummy in, head up, push chest forward. Bring it down onto the elbows, bring your head down to rest. If you don't want to do the head down, you can also put one little fist on top of the other, or even push it, put a little cushion under the head and allow your body to rest down. And then we're going to push back up. We're going to take our legs wide. And I want you to reach up with arms out on in-breath. Lift from the hips, really lift. And then out-breath, bend both legs. Take one hand on opposite knee over to the side. Lift the chest and turn round, look over your shoulder. So in-breath, the legs are up and the arms are up. Out-breath, one arm behind, one on opposite knee. Push the hip forward and twist back. Really twist. Breathe in, open up. Breathe out. Breathe in, big long, prolonged breath. And breathe out. And let's just reach. Bring the legs together, arms to sort of shoulder width apart. Breathe in and reach. And breathe out and fold. Allow your head to drop down now. Couple of minutes over, I apologise. That's to make up for me answering the door. And nice and slowly roll up, cross your legs. And let's drop your head to one side, push the palm down. And nice and slowly change sides. So push the palm down, push the head, drop the ear towards your shoulder. And let's just stretch out the upper back, breathe out, push. Let's drop the head for the next stretch. And let's take it back, arms behind. And push down for the stretch for the arms straight, shoulders away from the ears, and then lift on out breath. Nice and high. Feels so much better. I hope you enjoyed it and worked hard. Nice and controlled though. And well done for today, and sorry for taking over your time there, and I will be back next week. If you're joining me next week, I shall see you Thursday at 8 o'clock for FBX, and if not, it'll be 12 o'clock our Friday Fitness Pilates. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a brilliant weekend, guys. Go on, have a good one, and I'll see you next week, and take care, stay well. Bye.